Welcome to our Fast Forward to Digital webinar on how borrowers are adopting new billing and payment and communication behaviors in 2020. I'm joined by my colleague, Ian, and we're both glad to be here, and we're super excited to have the opportunity to chat with you and with each other about how consumers and businesses have fast forwarded to digital. We'll plan to cover a little bit about us, and then we'll jump into some updates on the 2020 consumer trends. We'll also compare notes on how Republic Finance is increasing digital engagement, including what they're up to in the digital disbursement and mobile wallet arenas. And then a brief summary before getting our lively participants involved in the discussion with some Q&A. Next slide, please. Looking at ACI by the numbers, ACI has more than 4 decades of experience in the world of payments. We move 1/3 of the world's money through our solutions, processing $14 trillion per day in payments and securities. In 2019 alone, ACI generated more than $1 billion in revenue. We're a global payments company with over 4,000 employees in 34 countries, with customers throughout the world, offering 24/7, 365 global support. ACI is the largest bill direct pay provider in the US and is on the cutting edge of payments, which is an industry that's experiencing nonstop and incredible innovation. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to talk about some of that innovation and how ACI is helping consumers and billers fast forward to digital. Ian, over to you.
Thanks, Darcy. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about Republic Finance. Republic Finance has been serving customers for over 65 years and specializes in providing consumer installment loans that typically range from $2,000 to $25,000 through its network of over 200 branches in 9 states. We pride ourselves on our commitment to customer service and on our ability to identify lending options that fit the unique needs of our customers. We are expanding our online customer offerings and plan to launch our first fully digital lending product that will be complementary to our branch experience by year end. In the digital space, we're looking to provide more opportunities for customers to explore how Republic Finance can meet their needs. We leverage a number of digital marketing channels and solutions to encourage prospects and customers to engage online so they can get pre-qualified for new loans, check their account details, or make payments via debit and ACH. Back to you, Darcy.
Thanks, Ian. 2020 has certainly been a fast-changing year. Next, we'll look at some statistics that show just how quickly this change is happening with regards to billing and payments. Many of these results are from the ACI SpeedPay Pulse, an ongoing research study where we survey consumers about their billing and payment habits and preferences. Next slide, please. According to McKinsey, Americans have moved 5 years forward in digital adoption in just a few weeks. In other words, we're seeing digital adoption rates now that we didn't expect to see until 2025. Ian, ACI, and Republic have been on this digital journey together for over 4 years, chipping away one project at a time. How would you say the pandemic has impacted Republic's digital aspirations, Ian?
Yeah, we were certainly thankful that we were already on this digital transformation journey well before the crisis. However, the crisis has underscored how critical this is for us to meet the needs and expectations of the market and of our customers. These events have only accelerated our plans to add and refine our digital options. And I'm looking forward to getting into that a little bit more during the session. Darcy, next slide.
Thanks, Ian. Certainly due to the various restrictions in place this year, consumers are now more inclined to try new channels like mobile apps and online payments. This has been a forcing mechanism for those who were in the habit of using older methods like in-person payments and mail-in checks. Recent events have also greatly accelerated adoption of mobile wallets. People are using them much more to make contactless payments at the point of sale, and this behavior is carrying over to how they pay their monthly bills. Ian, has Republic's experience with your large branch network and propensity for folks to walk in for in-person payments been impacted?
Well, we've definitely seen this move towards mobile and online payments firsthand. For reference, Republic has experienced a 20% lift in the number of payments completed on our website and online compared to before the crisis. And this is something that we're seeing as a sustained behavior over the last several months. Next slide.
Wow, that's really cool, Ian. I agree. That's kind of what we're hearing from our other clients in the space as well. Now let's look at how frequently consumers are using mobile wallets. If you look at the slide here, of those that use mobile wallets, more than half of Gen Z, those 18 to 22-year-olds, report that they're using their wallet once a week or more, with 17% of those using it every day. And then for all generations, once they become familiar with the mobile wallet already on their phone, they're likely to start using it more frequently and for more things in general. Next slide, please. People are connected or glued to their mobile phone devices more than ever these days. Last year was the first year that Americans spent more time looking at a mobile device than a TV screen. In a lot of cases, people are looking at both screens simultaneously, as is normally the case for me. Therefore, connecting your consumers on their mobile devices is more critical than ever. Lenders that do so will benefit from faster responses and faster payments, as well as an increased engagement with the consumer. Ian, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on this topic.
Yeah, Darcy, we've definitely seen our customers gravitate towards mobile as well. What comes to mind is the positive customer response we received when we launched a text-based campaign to notify customers of our COVID-19 customer assistance options. The results were really impressively strong. And we saw a 115% lift in weekly engagement after sending our first text messages, despite the fact that we had been conducting outreach through other channels for weeks prior. In fact, as much as 4% of our total assistance plan volume was generated in just one day shortly after sending the first text message campaign. So it was great to know that we left no stone unturned as we executed on our goal to reach every customer we could to understand their situation during these challenging times and help provide solutions. Next slide.
Well, that's fantastic, Ian. You were certainly above many of your industry peers and others in various different industries where we had a pulse on what was going on. So kudos to you guys for that level of innovation. It's really impressive. And the speed expectation is not slowing down. According to J.D. Power, customer satisfaction scores drop by 34 points if the customer experiences a call hold time of more than 4 minutes. Consumers are just generally less patient these days. Ian, during the onset of the pandemic, many of our lenders reported experiencing double and triple-digit increases in call volumes and long hold times due to customers needing assistance with their loans. Did Republic have a similar experience?
Well, we actually created a registration process for our customer assistance programs within our online customer portal. This new capability provided a safe and convenient environment to request assistance 24 hours a day, and also helped us avoid problems such as the long hold times that you were referencing. Despite the fact that Despite the fact that we launched this capability a little bit later, we had about 15% of our assistance plans come through our portal registration after this launch. We also know that our customers are less patient and have increasing expectations for a streamlined experience these days. And this is especially if they're waiting to receive funds from a new loan.
Absolutely. They're anxious to get that money, right?
That's right.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So the research confirms that consumers are adopting new digital methods faster than ever before, especially the mobile wallets. This presents a great opportunity to drive customers to digital channels while they have this higher level of interest. Republic Finance anticipated these changes and is working with ACI to launch a fully digital loan experience from pre-qualification to funding. Ian, would you like to add a little bit more color on that?
Absolutely. We started building out our digital capabilities with a pre-qualification experience so customers could have confidence that we can help them before they visit a branch. We then added a customer portal where they can review their account details and make debit and ACH payments. And now we're on the verge of offering a fully digital lending option for new customers seeking a convenient and fast option to start their relationship with us. Next slide. As I mentioned before, we've experienced this digital acceleration firsthand at Republic Finance. The 20% lift in online payments was sustained, and I think customer adoption and familiarity with digital solutions are here to stay. The success of self-service assistance plans in our customer portal was a great example of how we can adopt digital solutions quickly to help customers in a time of need. This could be a stress-free experience for them while reducing call volume and other contact challenges for us. This success confirmed to us that our customers want to engage with us digitally and gave us motivation to accelerate our digital expansion to add even more ways to engage with us outside of our branches. Next slide. Our major focus in the digital space is to build a fully digital loan experience that takes customers all the way from pre-qualification to funding. This was initially on the radar, starting with a focus on convenience and choice, but then became even more critical for a few reasons, but mainly because many customers are less willing or able to visit one of our branches to complete the loan process in the last few months. Second, we know we need to get funds to our borrowers as quickly as possible, as some borrowers may be facing an urgent situation or just be a little bit impatient to get their new funds, as Darcy mentioned earlier. Next slide.
Yeah, Ian, this will go a long way in driving that customer satisfaction and retention for Republic.
That's right. Well, we're now working with Darcy and the ACI SpeedPay team to launch digital disbursements to solve this challenge. Instead of coming to the branch or waiting for a check in the mail, we can now push funds directly to the borrower's account shortly after loan approval. Darcy?
Yeah, again, just the ability to drive that customer satisfaction and retention, get those funds into the hands of the borrower as quickly as possible is going to go a long way toward not only retaining customers, but also attracting those newer customers and even the younger consumers who expect everything to happen in real time, right?
Absolutely. If we want to go to the next slide, another opportunity we had at Republic is strengthening the digital relationships we have with our customers. Our goal is to enable the customer to engage with us in the manner that they choose, including mobile channels that appeal to younger and more tech-savvy customers. We want to make sure our experience appeals to a broader demographic so they don't surf to the next website or walk across the street. By offering these choices, we ultimately are looking to create a strong relationship with customers so they come back to us for additional products and services in the future and help us continue to grow the business. If we go to the next slide, we also determined that mobile solution from ACI SpeedPay was going to be a great way to drive customer engagement on their mobile devices. It's impressive to think about that customers will one day be able to walk out of their branches with our mobile already in their wallet. We're excited to engage digitally with customers right from the start in a wallet on their phone that they already have. And this is nice because we won't have to ask them to download yet another app.
That's right, Ian. Customers can add their Republic account directly to that mobile wallet that's already on their phone by simply scanning a QR code. And for those of you not familiar with mobiles, it really leverages that wallet that's on the existing either Apple or Android device that you're using, to get your boarding passes back when flying was a thing. And then so it's leveraging that same wallet. And so with that, the customer can simply scan a QR code to place that bill in the wallet. And then they can also scan the code where it's placed on loan documents. It can be displayed within the signage at the branch location or included in an email or statement or even a statement stuffer. This is a simple process for the consumer, and it'll drive immediate engagement for Republic. It also results in faster payments, with more than half of the consumers tapping Pay My Bill within hours of receiving that notification. Next slide, please. And as you can see here, this digital transformation is here to stay. Billing and payments are now on fast forward in 2020. 3 out of 4 of these early fast adopters will continue to use these digital services after the pandemic. The good news is that people who are moving or who are willing to try new things now more than ever before. And Republic is certainly on the right path to ride this wave of digital transformation. We're glad that Republic chose ACI to implement these new digital options to help them continue to grow their business. Ian?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you, Darcy. We're excited about the future and the opportunities these new digital options will bring to our customers and to Republic Finance. Next slide.
Yeah, and thank you, Ian, and a big thank you from both of us to the participants, and then we certainly had a lot of fun putting this together with AFSA. And we hope that the insights have been helpful for others on this fast forward to digital journey. I believe now we'll take some questions from the audience.
Hope you enjoyed that session. Be sure to click on the tile on the left, I think, there to get our live Q&A.